The power of God will always go in the direction of the purpose of God. It will always go in the direction of the will of God. Are you standing in the center of God's will for your life? Then the power of God will flow in your direction. Anything that rises up to stop you from accomplishing that which God has ordained you to accomplish, it will meet with the cutting edge of the power of God. Yes. Yes. Do you know what? When you begin to preach the kingdom, you will find that a lot of people that are in ministry for money, that are trying to manipulate people, you will find that your ministry will begin to take them off the stage. Not because you want to take them off the stage, it's just that you preach, you are loyal to Jesus. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You are not looking for trouble. Right? Well, you are just loyal to Jesus, and you know Jesus a little, and you begin to teach about Jesus and how to find Jesus and how to function with Jesus. You will just discover that what you are teaching is different from what someone else that is not pointing to Jesus as the center and the circumference, the extent and the limit of divine revelation. What you are preaching will not be the same with what the person is preaching. Do you understand what I'm talking about? And anytime people come into Christ, into that environment, into that administration, under the influence of that government, anytime people find that place, their center of gravity is located, and God brings ventilation upon their heart. There is a deep sense of fulfillment that nothing else on the face of the earth can give. And if you have drank of that water of refreshing, and someone gives you stale water, bad water, fake water, you are not likely to continue drinking that, because you have tasted of the original. You will not dwell with the counterfeit. So I have seen opposition. Once upon a time, witches wrote us a letter. I said, you've been disgracing our people, casting out demons. You have depleted our numbers, and now you want to do a crusade, an open air meeting. All right, we're going to meet on the crusade ground. I received that challenge. And in fact, when we got the challenge, some of the ministers for the crusade, they eloped. They took off. And I was preaching. Unfortunately for me, I put on a white suit. A white suit. I was conspicuous. I was high there. I was up on the platform. And a known mad woman, oh, you don't know what we call mad. Do you know who a mad person is? You do? You know? So you have hospitals and clinics for mad people. Now, endeavor to come to Nigeria. Make sure you. We don't have hospitals and clinics for mad people. So if somebody is really mad, the person walks on the streets, and so that's the So I was on the platform doing my thing, preaching Jesus, and then this known violent mad woman, I don't know how she made her way to the ground. And when the ushers saw her, they eloped, because she is huge and violent. May the Lord give you understanding. May the Lord give you. Now, so she made her way, and then since I was wearing white, I was very visible. She made her way to the pulpit area. The protocol people, I just realized they were nowhere to be found, and I was alone there. Amen. And the only person that was bold was the cameraman. He wanted to film it. Well, I couldn't run away because I was in the face of the camera. I couldn't escape. But the next what my mind told me was to drop the mic and flee. That was. I said, okay, how will he appear in the camera? While I was still thinking about what to do, I heard pop. That means she has given me the first blow, Do you know those cartoon that people see stars? Those, it's real. It's experiential. And the cameraman was taking full documentary of the arrangement. So I found courage. I found courage in the Lord. And I began to pray in tongues. 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 Then a certain word came out of my spirit. A certain tongue came out of my spirit. And when that tongue came out, I noticed she began to manifest. The power of God fell upon her. She began to scream. I said, it's working. Then I converted the tongues and spoke in capital letters. Then she fell off and slept off. So the ushers now, I saw them coming back one. The protocol people came alive and there were. At the end of the meeting, we went to check her. She was still unconscious. She woke up after like 1 hour in her right mind. She wasn't mad anymore. You see, the power of God flows in the direction of the will of God. I was doing the will of God, so there was power to back me up. Yes, so if you are in the center of God's will and something wants to come against you, the power of God will be available to meet with that opposition.